well, we have seen the broader markets actually outperform the benchmarks. So starting off with the Nifty particularly, well, we have seen more gainers than losers, at least in today's day of trade. And that actually brings me to you, Samal. Why don't you tell us about the Nifty gainers and losers for today's day of trade?
In the top 10 gainers, there were 4 banking stocks and 2 cement stocks.
Right.
As you can see here, Bank of Baroda, that is a public sector bank, was the top gainer as it gained 4.2%. Yes Bank made a comeback today after it fell for 4 straight sessions as it gained 4.06%. Now these 2 cement stocks, ACC and Ultratech, gained around 2.3% each. In the loser side, Bosch lost as much as 2%, while Coal India reacted to its earning as it lost 1.6%. ONGC also lost around 1.2% in today's trade. That's the Nifty movers.
Of course, so as you can see, we have seen varied moves when it comes to the Nifty, and let's also consider and take a look at what's happening in the options market as well. Now, while we haven't really seen much movement in the Nifty, particularly at least on an intraday basis, there's not much wind for the bulls or the bears for that matter. But we have seen one thing, that the resistance zones on the upside have strengthened further. So when it comes to the likes of the 8900 mark, particularly the 8900 call has seen a lot of writing. We've also seen an increase in open interest in that strike price in the call. So here, this is where you see that increase there. Following that, we also see the 8800 mark, where we also seen a significant amount of open interest. Coming back to the maximum open interest and its distribution, that makes the 8900 the second most highest when it comes to maximum open interest in calls. On the downside, we are looking at 8600, which will provide the next support zone for the Nifty. So while we have seen the range narrow to a certain extent, this is of course after we've seen a lot of index management between stocks. We've seen mixed moves as well when it comes to stocks, and as Somit has already mentioned some of the Nifty counters, let's also take a look at what's happened in the mid caps. Now, coming down to some of these counters which have hit 52-week highs today, I want to address the likes of Century Textiles. Now, just on Monday, we had actually covered how Century Textiles has maximum open interest, and open interest with about a good third of the total open interest, just with about 8 players, and this is actually playing out. So Century Textiles has hit about a 52-week high today at around 877, and it is also gained about good 6.5-7% today's day of trade. UPL is the other counter. Well, it closed at around 696, but it has now moved on to and claim the 700 mark on the upside. So that's another counter which has hit a 52-week high today. Other than that, we're looking at PC Jeweler and Reliance Capital, of course. Markets reacting positively after the management has suggested that they will, list its housing finance arm. So that's also the reason why we have seen a good strength in the likes of Reliance Capital. Moving on to Gen Irrigation, well, showing tremendous amount of strength. So let's take a look at what's happened with the gainers in today's day of trade. So other than the ones we've already addressed, we have ABG Shipyard gaining 15.6%, Punj Lloyd up 14.6%, Inox Wind taking a little bit of a U-turn now. We're up as much as 12% after a lot of weakness that we've seen in the previous week. Monsanto India and Bombay Burma, of course, we have the usual guys such as Reliance Capital, Gen Irrigation as well, and PC Jeweler along with Tribhuvandas also gaining good 7%. So the jewelry stocks also doing well in today's day of trade. I would like to also mention 2 stocks which are not in this particular list. First of them is Sensex. It's come up with its earnings, and we've seen about a 12% growth in its revenue. So though its net profit has risen only around 0.6%, that's also the reason why we have seen the stock move up by as much as 2.5% on an overall basis. Other than that, Quality has also gained substantially in today's day of trade. This is after it posted a 19% growth on a year-on-year basis when it comes to profitability. Do remember, Quality is one of those milk companies which is focusing on turning from B2B to B2C, that is business to consumers, and that's also the reason why a lot of analysts are expecting margins for Quality to improve from here on. Not just margins, it's volumes as well. So that's as far as the mid-cap space is concerned, and overall, considering the fact that we have seen big moves and gainers, especially when it comes to the broader markets, that's also the reason why the broader market indices have done much better than the benchmark indices. Now that's as far as today's markets are concerned. When it comes to tomorrow, well, there are plenty of other things that we can keep an eye on, and these are some of these factors will most certainly also are likely to influence the markets going in tomorrow. So well, we have Infosys head Vishal Sikka speaking to a conference tomorrow, and we will have more commentary coming in from Infosys and its outlook. Of course, we have seen a little bit of weakness when the entire IT industry as a whole, when managements of several of these IT industries have come and said that as far as the quarterly earnings go for the second quarter, we may not expect a spark. Well, going on, we also have Bank of England, and that's where we're expecting a rate decision. That's something which Europe will be keeping an eye on keenly, and that is also something that can move interest rates going forward. And of course, as far as China is concerned, well, that's closed tomorrow. So well, the bulls will perhaps be a little more robust in their trades tomorrow, considering China is shut tomorrow. Other than that, we're also keeping on the remaining set of earnings which are coming in. But overall, considering the fact that we're looking at a little bit of breather, and this is after the 2-day successive cut, we could be in for a little more consolidation. But for that, we just have to wait and watch. That is the market wrap for today. Thank you for watching Bloomberg Quint, and stay tuned in.